Good morning, good morning, good morning. If you're catching me live, or good evening, good afternoon if you're catching me on the replay side, it's your girl, LaShonda Henry here, a.k.a. Sister Sense, for today's Sunday Circle Mid-Year Reset Rewind session for entrepreneurs. Welcome, welcome. So I am going to talk about how, as a community, we can take this opportunity to intentionally, number one, set yourself up for success for the upcoming week. But of course, number two, what I also want you to do is think about the mid-year, right? At this point, right now, right here, we're a few days away from the halfway point of the year. How are you going to set yourself up for success for the second half, okay? So those are a few things that I want us to talk about. And of course, I wanted to create a space where you have the opportunity to work on your new week vision. I always say a Sunday well spent brings a week full of content. So intentionally working on your objective for the upcoming week. These are just a few things that I wanted to do with you. So for the last couple of weeks, every week, I have been hosting the Mid-Year Reset Accountability Circle, an opportunity to share with the community how to not just say you're going to do it, but actually do it, right? There's this say, don't just talk about it, but be about it. Creating a space so we can make sure you're intentionally working on creating your 6-month profit and progress plan by getting it together, right? What does that mean? Being in a place where you can, number one, get clear, number two, get a plan, and number three, get organized. A lot of people feel like they're spinning their wheels and they just don't quite know what to do. So again, creating this kind of quiet space for you to work on your plans, your clarity, and your organization, that's my goal, okay? In that conversation, I wanted to also make sure that we are very, very much talking about what I like to call the R factor. Number one, working on your revenue goals, your reach, and your routine, because all of these, they are interconnected, okay? Whatever it is that you want to do when it comes to your revenue goals, you're not going to be able to achieve those things unless you work on how you're going to reach people and your routines. I've been saying over and over again that nothing changes if nothing changes. So in order to grow, I need you to know that you intentionally have to put in the growth activities, habits, routines that are going to help you finish your projects, reach people, drive traffic to your pages, and generate that profit, right? So R factor, revenue, reach, routines, number one. R factor, reconnect, refresh, rev up, number two. The whole purpose of the mid-year reset that I created for you is for you to be able to, number one, reconnect to those things that you knew that was your calling, that was your mission. You were like, listen, I got this digital download from my higher power. This is what I'm supposed to be doing right now, right? And then, of course, life starts to life. Distractions are everywhere, right? And we find ourselves in situations where we go, wait, what was I wanting to do? Or, oh, my gosh, I don't even have the time to get to what it is that I want to do, right? And in those spaces, I encourage you to remember that your current situation is not your final destination. And yes, there are going to be distractions everywhere, but to keep you clear, you have to create spaces where you can reconnect to those previous visions that you had and those clear, highly motivated, energized spaces. Refresh, right? Depending upon where you are, what you want to do, sometimes you have to pivot a bit, refresh your vision, your objectives, your goals, and then rev up your efforts so that you can move forward with momentum, right? Just got to get back into, okay, this is what I want to do. Let's make it happen. So hopefully you are in our Facebook group over at firestarters.sistersense.com. Number one, if you are a newbie, introduce yourself to the community. If you're an OG, check in and say, hey, this is what I've been working on today, this week, this month, so that we can check in with you too, okay? So that's our quick agenda, just kind of a walkthrough of why I wanted to create this space for you, because we have been working on the mid-year reset. For the last, I want to say 3 weeks, we've got one more week of intention, but just making sure that not just a weekend, but a whole month we could devote to making sure that when we're done and we have officially hit 50% halfway completion of this year, you're moving forward and you're clear about where you want to go next. Okay? So let's do it. Check up, check in. So this is an opportunity for you to check in with me to check up on you, right? And let's kind of share a couple of things that we have been talking about as far as this mid-year reset conversation. One of those things is the LOL challenge. LOL, not laugh out loud. For me, LOL stands for a list of lists, okay? I love lists. They kind of keep me on task and focus on what I need to do. So a few LOLs that I wanted to encourage you to either start working on if you're just having this conversation with me now, or continue working on if you've been in the circle for a minute, are the following. Number 1, your TP3, your top priority 3 tasks. Number 2, knockout. This is your opportunity to be able to say, you know what, here are a couple of things that I can knock out in a few minutes, right? This is you carving a 30-minute to up to 3-hour time block to knock some things out. Now, we're going to be checking in today for the duration of this hour, and then after that point, hopefully you have an opportunity to carve out some time either today or at some point this week to do a knockout activity, okay? This, for me, is just a great way to stretch those muscles as far as resetting and working on your routines. Bucket list, in particular the 100 bucket list, identifying things that you want to accomplish, specifically 100 things you want to accomplish this year. Everybody here should have a 100 bucket list, and on that list include the things that you've done thus far this year, right? We're not going to discount those. There have been things that you've been knocking out to accomplish your end-of-year goals, and they need to be on that list too, to encourage you not to feel like, oh my gosh, I haven't done anything. And keep in mind, those things, big and small, not just the big goals, but the little goals, because success is the sum total of the little things that you do, right, that are going to help you reach those bigger visions. So a bucket list of your business goals, specifically the 100 list, and a work with me list, being able to identify clients, associates, celebrities, influencers, people you want to work with, people like myself, service professionals who you're like, listen, I want to work with LaShonda. I want to work with ... One of my newest clients, Michelle, she has this beautiful children's book, The Butterfly Empress. I've been working on quite a few children's books this year and helping her launch her website, The Butterfly Empress. We had a clarity call last year. And she said, you know what, LaShonda, I love when you say, listen, I've been doing this thing for 20 plus years. I am not going anywhere anytime soon. Because in my mind, I knew that even though I hadn't quite gotten it together, when I was ready, you were going to be there. Now, I'm not a psychic. I didn't know she was thinking this, all right? But when we reconnected this year, she was like, I'm ready now. I wasn't ready then, but I'm ready now. And I just always keep in mind that you're there. And so people who you want to work with intentionally, the things that you are seeking are intentionally seeking you. One of the key words that we talked about this year as part of the mid-year reset was manifestation, and how we can energetically attract the things that we seek if we proactively seek those things out, right? So I always tell you guys, when I said, you know what, I'm going to meet Issa Rae, when I'm going to meet Lisa Price, two amazing Black women in their own right, I met them because I made it a point to meet them. And I created the space to meet. And not just, I'm not talking about meet from a distance. I'm talking about spoke to, photos, all the things, right? Interacting with them directly. So I want you to intentionally identify at least one of these lists that either you're going to create and or continue working on, right? And those of you who are here, hey, welcome. Hey, Liana. So awesome to see you here. I just sent you a message this morning. Hopefully you got that. Hey, my girl, Philly Levon is in the building. Love it, love it, love it. Definitely check in with me all and let me know of these lists. Do you see something here that you're like, absolutely, I need to be working on it or creating it, going back to it? Number one, One of my favorites is the TP3, your top priority 3 tasks. You can think of the TP3 on so many levels. For what we're talking about right now, I would say today, this week, this month. So it could just be 3 things, and you pick one thing as a top priority for each. Here's one thing I'm going to prioritize today, one thing I'm going to prioritize this month, one thing I'm going to prioritize this week. Okay, so 1 each or 3 each. If you feel so inclined and so ambitious, identify 3 things you want to do today, this week, this month. Okay, so if I think about today, my top priority 3 things. Number 1, the Sunday Circle, which is the 3rd Sunday of every month, right? So definitely creating a space where I can hang out with you guys on a monthly basis, number 1. Number 2, Real Easy Reels. So making sure that those of you who are in the challenge, you have the Reels template for today. Those usually come out by 5 o'clock in the morning anyway, so that's knocked out. But the template for today, both sending it out and actually posting my reel, because I'm doing at least 1 to 3 reels a day, every single day this month, right? So those are a couple of top priorities for me. I actually have more than that. One of mine was to make sure that the Citizen Circle, the archive, was updated, and everything that we've done in the last 3 months, making sure that all those links are up there, checking in with clients who sent me an email within the last 3 to 5 days. That was a combination of 2 things. Me sharing what I've been doing today is a combination of, number 1, my TP3, top priorities, and number 2, knockouts, right? I literally took I think somewhere between 30 minutes to an hour and just responded to a couple of emails. I mentioned, Liana, I checked in with you as well. That was a part of that 30-minute to an hour check-in, updating the Sister Sense Circle in the Samcart area, making sure some links were created, just knocking that out. There are things that you have to do. There are things that you need to do. There are things that you want to do. And again, none of those things are going to happen for you. If you have an assistant or a team, God bless. But if you're a solopreneur, those things are not going to happen without you creating the space for it, right? So can you identify your top priority task? Hey, Lucina. How are you? I love it. You know what? It's so funny because I'm like, L's are just in the building right now. LaShonda, LaVon, Lucina, Liana, all the L's is just knocking it out this morning. Being intentional with your efforts, right? So let me know as you guys are coming on in, identifying your top priority tasks today, this week, this month. What are you like, I definitely have to get done? And let me know if you're going to do 3 each or just 1 each, okay? Pop that into the chat so that I can see. Oh, goodness. Oh, that's just my neighbor. I thought it was another fur baby. Okay. Okay. So, had to reset myself for a second and look at these slides. Hi, welcome, Inger. I see you in the building. So as you guys are coming on in, right now I'm having a conversation about what you can do as we are wrapping up the last few days of June and officially entering the second half of the year, right? Have you created any of these lists, or do you need to work on them? That was the first thing. The top one for me is the TP3. What are some things that you can identify you're going to do today, this week, and this month? Okay? Now, this is so important, and I definitely want to create a space for us to talk about all these things, but I don't want to just and then you miss something. So what I'm actually going to do is a 5-minute power pause with you, just a second, as we go. I'm going to go through I want to say maybe 1 or 2 more of these, and we're going to do a 5-minute power pause so you can actually think about what I'm saying to you, write it out somewhere. I always recommend opening up a doc, DOCS, .google.com, a Google Doc or in a notebook so that you have some quiet time beyond me just kind of talking to you, right? Being able to just kind of work through this stuff on your own. So let's do a power pause, but first I'm going to talk about power moves. Power moves. As you go into the second half of the year, there are a couple of things that I talked about as part of the mid-year reset. Like I said, that was a 3-day retreat, virtual retreat, plus weekly accountability circle. We've got one more week in the accountability circle, and I wanted to be able to really hammer home some of these concepts and then create a space for you to either continue working on these or get a sense of what we've been doing so far inside the circle. When it comes to strategically and powerfully moving for the second half of the year, monthly, what are some things that you know you're going to do monthly? Whether it be for yourself, for your clients, for your community, do you have some core monthly activities? So for me, this month in particular, one is working on short form video on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube every day. It's my daily goal, right? But monthly, I do the Sunday Circle. I do the monthly mastermind. Every month we have a challenge. There are things that I have on the calendar strategically for my community. You don't have to show up for all this stuff, but I do. Okay? Monthly activities. Number one, side hustle success. In this economy, baby, it's important to have at least one stream of extra income to supplement whatever it is that you're doing. This year for me is the year of the side hustle. For a lot of people, everybody's talking about side hustles. And so I broke down, I believe, a list of 7 of them. One in particular that we've been working on really intentionally this month has been creating a simple subscription paid newsletter, right? Something that is digital, that can be on a subscription basis, so you're bringing in consistent revenue, but it's simple for you to do. It's not something that's going to take up too much of your time, that you can integrate into your business. Some of you guys are working on your newsletters on your own, and some of y'all are DIYing them with me, right? And so something you can offer to your community, and we've been talking about as far as that side hustle is concerned, either creating a paid newsletter, right, low price point, maybe something that is $7, $17, low price point newsletter, number one, or building up a free newsletter that you monetize, right? Sharing valuable information, but also in there integrating different monetization strategies. So even though it's free, you can get paid with free, right? So identifying, number one, do you have a particular side hustle you want to work on? We talked about I think somewhere between 5 to 7 of them in particular. And if you do have the mid-year reset replays, go back and watch them. They are available. If you don't have them, you can access the replays because you can just kind of take little bite-sized pieces of that and identify where you want to put your focus, okay? Food for thought. So monthly priority activities, number one, integrating some sort of a side hustle into your main business. Number two, what is that going to look like for you, right? Some of you, we've been talking about marketplace money, right? I see my girl Liana is in the building, and we have been talking about Amazon and integrating some of her products on that platform. Being able to create a space where this year there are certain opportunities that you really, really, really want to tap into, right? Trends, there are quite a few marketing trends to be aware of right now. We went through all of those. A couple that just kind of float up to the top of my head. Low ticket offers are very, very big right now. And I've been telling you guys that it's so laughable because I've been creating LPP, low price point offers, for a long time, and all the high ticket premium ladies were like, oh, I wouldn't get out of bed for less than $10,000. Now everybody's creating low ticket offers. Definitely something that is trending. Number one, when it comes to trends. Number two, I also talked to you about how just in our economy overall, a lot of companies are using tip jars, like, hey, do you want to tip us? And it's funny because you traditionally in the Western culture, you know, we think of tip jars at restaurants, but like everybody's got a tip jar right now, right? So being able to offer people other opportunities to support you if that's something that they want to do. There are a few different trends, like I said, inside of the complete mid-year reset, but the rewind is just a really good kick in the pants refresher for those of you who went through it, or introduction for those of you who are about to, right? Cushion. There's an interesting conversation that I had as part of the mid-year reset, and I called it How to Survive Survival Mode. Like, life is expensive right now. Like, seriously, like crazy, laughably, ridiculously expensive right now. And I always tell my entrepreneurs that startups do not pay up right away. So there are different things that you need to think about when it comes to surviving survival mode. And one of those things was setting up a cash flow cushion, right? Do you need to create a space where you are not both anxiously trying to create products because you want to have things to sell in your business, but also in a place of dire scarcity and you're looking for opportunities to sell something right now, right? Right now. And so we talked about what it means to create a cash flow cushion, different income sources you can tap into, or things that you can do to generate revenue right now. One of those things is collaborations, right? No man and no woman is an island. Who can you strategically work with, collaborate with in the next coming months so that you can work on your goals and reach new people, right? A lot of you want to grow. One way to do that is to get your mind off of the anxiety of I need money now and get that taken care of, right? We talked about Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Basic needs, we need food, shelter, clothing. We need to be comfortable in that. If we ain't right, the business ain't right, right? So creating cash flow cushions, number one. Number two, one way to do that, like I said, is collaborations. I just got a PayPal check, right? And I'm participating in speaking for this event. It's coming up. I'm going to be sharing it with you guys tomorrow. It's going to be this month. Not this month, but next month, right? I'm one of the speakers. And it was an opportunity that was presented to me last month, but I saw it last year after the fact, missed the opportunity. So intentionally, I was like, I didn't get to do it last year, definitely doing it this year. There are so many ways that as speakers, we are benefiting from this particular opportunity. And I'm excited. I got a PayPal speaker check, number one. Number two, I am an affiliate. So when I share this particular upcoming virtual with my circle, anyone who signs up through me, that's another form of revenue. Number two. Number three, just speaking in front of new people, if they like what I'm talking about, and then they go and sign up to a product that I purchased, that's another revenue stream, right? There are more. There are literally more. But those are just three. You have to get in front of new audiences. How are you going to do that? You have to look out for opportunities where other people want to pay you. So even if I don't generate revenue in one capacity, there's another opportunity for me. Direct sales, affiliate sales, and also speaker fees. Okay, that's just three. Okay, anyone here need to strategically work on collaborations? I always like to create spaces throughout the year where I collaborate with my clients. This year we did the Momentum Summit at the beginning of the year, and then quarter three we do Back to Business every single year. So there are going to be opportunities to collaborate within the SistaSense Circle community. Last year I launched Her Marketplace over at sistasense.com/Her Marketplace to showcase the digital products that you guys have created as part of the different programs that I've put together. You have to figure out what you're going to do if you want to create sustainable revenue and or reach new people. Okay? And one of the best ways to do that is through collaborations. I talked about when it comes to marketing, there are three things that you need to consider, okay? I need you to lean in and write this down. When it comes to marketing, 3 B's: buy it, build it, borrow it. Most people, if they have the funds, they'll buy it, jump into ads, okay? Not all ads campaigns are created equal. Another story for another day. But buy it. A lot of people are like, listen, I don't have the audience, but let me put some money into this so I can quickly reach people. Build it. That's my wheelhouse. Organic marketing, being able to reach people. I literally, yesterday, I was like, 2004. Not only was that an okay year for me, but I officially reached over 2,000 subscribers on my TikTok. And I've been consistently posting there all month, and on TikTok and Instagram and YouTube. My goal is to hit 5,000. I remember when I was just trying to get to 500. Now I'm trying to get to 5,000, right? Nothing happens if you don't put the work in. So now that I'm at 2, I'm like, yay, let's see how I can get to how long it's going to take me to get to that next milestone, right? Your communities are not just going to sit there and grow because you want them to. You have to put in the effort, right? I have to say, by the way, welcome to those of you who are new to the circle. Jeanette joined the circle this month. Jessica joined the circle last month. And, oh my goodness, I have one more name. Ika Pika. I'm sorry, I can't remember her name. It's going to come to me. So a few ladies joined the circle, yay. A few ladies are following me on different platforms that I'm posting on, yay. And that is growth. That is movement forward. So even thinking about collaboration from the perspective of collaborating with these social media platforms. In exchange for you having a profile, they get a lot of content from you. You get to reach people who don't know you. What kind of collaborations do you want to and or need to look into? Okay? So we are just at half past the hour. I'm going to do a 5-minute power pause so that you can think about this. Because like I said, I've been rattling on for 30 minutes. And I want to make sure that you can have some quiet time to reflect on these things before we move forward, okay? And, of course, in that power pause, let me know if you have any questions or thoughts about what we discussed here. As far as power moves, do you see anything here that you go, ooh, I need to work on side hustles, cushions, collabs, figuring out what my monthly projects are going to be, baby? Let's do it. I'm going to minimize this real quick, like so 9 times. And then I'm going to go over to 5 minutes. Of course, I see 10 minutes. I see 15. I see 20. I'm looking for 5. Okay, here we go. All right, 5-minute power pause starts now. Any questions, comments, plans that you want to share? Enter those into the chat box. Let's go. Alrighty, 5 minutes, 5 minute power pause. Let's jump back into our Sunday Circle conversation. Hopefully that gave you an opportunity just to kind of intentionally think about the things that you want to accomplish. And then, of course, check in with me if you'd like to share, right? Definitely feel free to check in via the chat. Lucina, hopefully your audio is working. Sorry, I just saw that message. Let me know. Liana says, did not plan on being here today, but love God's timing. So need this. Books on different platforms and building my lifestyle detox community. Having better automation with journeys and leads. Overall being intentional. Thank you, LaShonda. Just like your other client, it's always wonderful to know I have you in my side pocket. It's funny because I'm kind of short, so a lot of times people will literally be like, can I just put you in my pocket? Just keep you there. If I need you, I can just pull you out. So lovely to have all of you here. And again, creating the space where you can just intentionally take 30 minutes up to 3 hours to say, hey, I'm focused on me and my business today. Okay? So power moves. Number 1, profit and progress. Number 2, when it comes to revenue, we spent quite a few days in the mid-year reset talking about profit, particularly the ARG. ARG stands for Annual Revenue Goal. Does everyone here have an ARG? You can say yes or no, or if you have the actual number, feel free to let me know. Identifying your ARG was one of the things that I needed you to be able to do, whether it be I want to make $30,000 this year, I want to make $60,000 this year, I want to make $100,000 this year. Getting clear about how much you want to make in your business. Now, obviously, we are just about 6 months in, so we discussed ARG from 2 points. One point was, how much do you want to make for the entirety of the year, all 12 months, versus the remainder of the year? And at this point, the final 6 months. What are you trying to accomplish? Being able to identify your annual revenue goal, number 1. And again, feel free to share your thoughts on that here. I'm not going to go into the different formulas and the equations and all that stuff that we did because I want to keep this session in the 60-minute range. But breaking down the numbers, either DIYing it yourself or going back and watching the mid-year reset replays might be something you want to do today, right? Once you identify your annual goal, being able to divide that by 12 so you can see realistically what you need to bring in on a month-by-month basis to reach that goal, right? So essentially creating a profit plan. How much do you want to make? Based on your revenue thus far, how much have you been making, right? Do you need to adjust the numbers accordingly? And essentially, what are you going to do to bring in revenue consistently on a day-by-day, week-by-week basis? These are questions that I'm posing to you, but definitely ones that we spent quite a bit of time going through as part of our mid-year reset virtual retreat, as well as the past couple of weeks inside of the accountability circle. So marketing strategy, right? One of the things I said to you is there are 3 key ways to work on your marketing, right? You can buy it, buy ads. You can build it, organic content marketing. You can borrow it, like collaborating and working with people who have your audience so that you can get in front of those people, right? When I talk about collaborations, one of my favorite collabs to talk about, Redbox. I don't know if you notice red boxes, right? I think they're part of the dying breed that is DVDs. Long gone are all of those blockbusters and things. But there are a lot of red boxes, and they've partnered strategically with Walmart and CVS. And they're like, if you're going to walk past and go there and get your food or whatever, you may want to also grab a DVD on the way, right? I used to be avidly Redbox all day, every day. And at one point, I was also Netflix. Pre-Netflix streaming, Netflix was mainly being able to order DVDs that were shipped to you, and then you could ship them back. And then kind of Redbox kind of took over that market. But it's a collaboration, no different than when you go, think about it, when you go to, like, for example, Target or Walmart, you'll probably see a Subway in a Walmart, you'll probably see a Starbucks in a Target. These are strategic collaborations. These are people partnering so that they can generate revenue through sharing traffic, right? When it comes to your profit and your progress, what marketing strategies work for you right now, because you always want to double, triple down on the things that work, but have you thought about other marketing strategies that you want to try? So I am doing several collaborations in the next couple of months. The first one that you're going to be getting information about this upcoming virtual summit this week, number one. Number two, also working on different marketing strategies. I started doing DM, automated marketing, through ManyChat last year, and I'm working on that as well this year. So you'll notice I'll put in keywords on Instagram, and if you put that keyword in, like if you go to one of my last posts, one of the keywords I'm using right now is ready. So if you go to Instagram and watch one of my last videos, it may say, hey, if you're ready to work on your business, drop ready, and then automatically I'll send you a DM that says, here's the link, figure out what's to find out what's happening right now. Here are some solutions that I can help you with building your business on. That is DM marketing. That is a form of automated messaging on Instagram that is very popular right now. Started using it last year, kind of fell off, and then was motivated to get back into it this year, and that's what I'm doing. So my concept to you is this. Some of it is doubling, tripling down on marketing strategies that work, that are going to help you with your profit goals. Some of it, big wasp. Some of it is you not just doing more of the same, but trying new things. And some of it, to be honest with you, isn't that you need somebody to tell you a new thing to try. You already know new things that you want to try. You just haven't done it yet. You're like, I'm going to get to it. I'm going to get to it. You haven't done it yet. So really going all in to strategies that you need to. One of the ones that I've been sharing with you is going all in on YouTube. You want to reach new people? Proactively create some videos for your people on YouTube, whether it be YouTube Shorts that are 60 seconds or less, or 5 to 10 minute videos that you can do talking head, sit in front of the camera, good lighting, share your story, share your messages, your lessons. You can't keep saying you want to reach people and you want to make money and you're not doing the things that either you've been told or you know you need to do. So, working on your progress and your profit. We did a 5-minute power pause. Last thing that I'll say here is the 30-day commit challenge. The 30-day commit challenge. Over at sistasense.com/commit, I have a 30-day tracker that you can download. Those of you who have access to the mid-year reset replays, it's there. But if you're not actively in the circle or in the mid-year reset program, you can just simply go to sistasense.com/commit. This is your opportunity to say, I am going to today. Not because it's the first of the month, or not because it's a Sunday or a Monday. You're going to start on the day that is today. Whenever you hear this message, what are you going to commit to doing for 30 days? You need to make a commitment to yourself to invest in those things that you need to do. I love it. The last time I spoke to Lucina, she has been getting up with her tribe, 5 a.m., going to the gym. It's been transformational, whether it's a personal commitment or a business, professional commitment. We have to put in the work if we want things to work. It cannot be a rush situation where you go from regretting things that you don't do to then rushing to see if you could do something quickly and then get a ton of results. It just doesn't work that way. I have been baby stepping my way to my 2,000 TikTok followers. Yay. And yeah, there's some videos that get a lot of traction and then some of them don't. I can't be in a space where I'm like, oh, if every video doesn't get 1,000 views, why do this? You have to be in a place where your head is clear. And one way to do that, work on your cash flow cushion. Because for some people, your head is not clear because you're in a scarcity space, revenue, flow. You need to be able to work on some things so that other things you can put your full energy into. So that is a checkup check-in for you. Number one, there were several of these that we've done so far in the circle every week, and we're going to continue to do those. You can take a screenshot of this one. This is basically working on moving forward. Can you identify 30 minutes to 3 hours, whether it be today or possibly carving out some time this week to intentionally work on those things that you need to, right? One of the reminders here is to push through the resistance of starting. A lot of people keep saying, I'm going to get to it, I'm going to get to it, and they've yet to get to it because a part of it is their resistance to having to start something again, start something over, start something for the first time. Push through the resistance of starting. Work on your progress reports. Those of you who proactively check in with me, send me a progress report. Beyond it being an opportunity to check in with me, it really is an opportunity for you to sit down, figure out what you've accomplished this far, what you want to do, and then have an opportunity for us to discuss that, right? Whether it be via email or via a call. So identifying those things that you want to commit to, creating a space 30 minutes to 3 hours to work on knocking out some things, whether it be today or at some point this week. These are a few things I want you to think about. A&A. When it comes to goals, a lot of people focus on what they want to accomplish. I want to make $10,000 a month. I want to have 20,000 people watching me on YouTube, all the things they want to accomplish. Why most people fail is because they don't also acknowledge action goals. I want to finish 5 videos. I want to complete my new ebook. You can't just get to the accomplishment without the action steps required to go from A to B to Z. So, focusing forward, identifying not just those bigger overarching things you want to accomplish by the end of the year, but also getting clear about the action steps you're going to take to get there. Because trust me, I do clarity calls with clients all the time, and we'll be like, okay, well, what do you need to do? Okay, LaShonda, I need to send you this. I need to do this. I need to do that. Okay. Next week, crickets. I can't move your mountain. I got a bunch of my own. I can assist you with yours. I can lean a little bit on the side for you. But that is going to require you to do things too. Not just your accomplishment goals, but your action goals. That's where a lot of people fall short. The secret sauce they're missing. What are you going to do to move the needle so you're moving forward? Okay? Last thing for today. I'm going to take the last couple of minutes to take you inside of one of the things that we did this month, which was the 30 and 30 challenge. So some of you are proactively inside of the Reels Easy Reels challenge, which Reels are short-term videos. Instagram, Facebook, they call it Reels. TikTok, it's TikTok videos. YouTube, it's YouTube Shorts. These are just all short videos, 7 seconds, 20 seconds, 60 seconds in length, okay? And so creating short videos, and many of them faceless, where you don't have to get in front of the camera and talk. You can use videos on your phone, pair them with text, animate them, put them online. That's something that we've been doing. I did the full 30-day challenge. This is what we're doing right now. For those of you who are not in the challenge, you can go over to sistersense.com/RERC30 to sign up for Real Easy Reels Challenge 30. See that link here. I also have what we're going to do today, which is the 30 in 30 challenge, okay? Yes, you can upload them to YouTube. Great question. That's YouTube Shorts. They have their own version of it. Now, I will say this because I use my iPad a lot. With most of these platforms, when you upload, you can also add on a sound. They've got these huge libraries of trending sounds. When I try to upload and use the sounds on my iPad, it doesn't work. So you have to go and use either the computer or on my phone. I upload on the YouTube app on my phone and then select YouTube Shorts because it's specifically a short form video under 60 seconds. And then you can add on sound and do some cool editing, very similar to what you can do on Instagram and TikTok. Great question. So with that being said, the 30 in 30 challenge is basically I gave, as part of the monthly mastermind, 10 designs, and you could either do 3 for each and make 30, or you could pick one and do 30 for that one and make 30. There's lots of different combinations, right? Either creating original content using AI to assist you, like something like ChatGPT, putting in some prompts and having it help you create content, or just repurposing stuff that you already have that's evergreen, and you could just pull from things you had before and put it into the template, okay? Now, here's the deal. Number one, go to sistasense.com/30 in 30. You want to do that now because while you are live with me, you have the opportunity to get some of the designs as part of this live training. Now, if you're listening on the replay side, when you go to sistasense.com/30 in 30, you have to sign up to the whole thing as it's an individual offer. But while you're live, if you go here, it's going to take you straight to a Canva template. Those of you who are part of the monthly program, the Sista Sense Monthly Circle, you get the 30 in 30 full designs. Those of you who are joining me today live, you get 3 designs. The full one has 10 designs. And if you sign up to the Real Easy Reels Challenge, that one you get 3 designs a day. So that gives you a total of 90 designs. Okay? So if that is confusing in any way, check in. First thing you need to know is if you want 3 designs right now, go to sistasense.com/30 in 30 and let me know you got it. Just say got it. It's going to be 3 designs for you inside of Canva. That's for those of you listening live. After the live, if you go to this link, you will get access to 30 in 30, but it's its own separate offer that you have to invest in. Everybody who wants to do like me and strategically work on creating 1 to 3 reels a day, you can sign up for the 30-day challenge. You have not missed anything. If literally you sign up for Real Easy Reels today, it's going to start for you today, day 1, and then you'll get different designs every day for 30 days. Of course, as you're doing it, tag me and or post your videos in our Facebook group so I can see what you're working on. So let me know if you got your challenge templates because I'm going to show you what those look like now. Okay. Hey, Dr. Laura. Hi, Monique. Welcome, welcome. So they got it. If you go to sistasense.com/30 in 30, let me know if you get that one. Okay. As you guys are going over there, if you have any questions, also feel free to pop those into the chat for me. Okay, so as you know, like I said, I've been doing at least 1 to 3 reels on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube every single day. Here are some of the last ones. And if you were to sign up to the Real Easy Reels Challenge, you literally get these templates so that you can put in your own POV, you change the video in the back. Some of you may go, I don't have videos, LaShonda, that's fine. Just use the videos on on Canva. Canva has a ton of videos that you can use, and I've given you videos from Canva. You don't have to use ones on your computer. So these designs that you're seeing on the screen with basically a video in the back and then text on the front, every day is part of the Real Easy Reels 30-day a challenge, you get different designs, and you can basically, this is my favorite for like setting up Sunday or Monday, being able to create a revenue routine. Maybe if you're like LaVon, maybe you want to share a self-care routine, right? 5 lists you need to make today. So these are basically prompts. And I'm basically, as opposed to you trying to figure out not only what to create, but what to write, I've already put the text in there, and or at least the initial text in there, and then you fill out the rest, right? So I know, Dr. Laura, you have a tribe of women that you work with. Maybe you want to create something like this, giving them, here, pick 3 things that you, or pick 2 things that you want. People love this one. The pick 2, very, very engaging. Absolutely love this one. So these are just a couple of visual examples. Word of the day. LaVon has been doing some really cute ones with this one, the word of the day. There are quite a few in here, but did you get your template first? Let me know that, number 1, and let me put that on the screen, number 2. As a matter of fact, let me pause and see what you guys are saying to me in the chat. Looks good. 30, 30, 30. Love it. Okay, Dr. Laura, if that is coming up, that might not be the right link. You might be spelling something wrong. Are you guys getting the template when you put 30 and 30 in? If you see it on the screen, it's this right here, sistasense.com/30 and 30. Is that what you're putting in? Are you getting a blog post, or are you getting the correct link? Liana says she got it. So if somebody could put the link in the chat for me, for Dr. Laura, that would be great. Should be working. I'm going to double check it on my end as well. Monique says worked for me. Okay. It's probably something is being misspelled, to be honest. 30 and 30. Okay. No. It's a 30 and 30 challenge, creating 30 reels in 30 minutes. I am. Got it? Okay, awesome. So what you're going to see is this right here, and it's got 3 Reels templates in there for you, okay? This is specifically for those of you who are joining me live right now. If you're watching the replays, there's one of 2 ways that you can get access to these things. Number 1, if you're actively in the Sister Sense circle and you watch this replay, the link to the template is in there. Otherwise, when you go to sistasense.com/30 and 30, you'll have a page to actually sign up and purchase the 30 and 30 challenge if you're not actively a member, okay? But for right now, it's going to take you to the templates. All right. So let's go to the 30 and 30. The 3 that you all get today, okay? This is a nice one. It's reminders. So you can create a reminder, put in a message, change out the photo, save it as a video, number 1. If you were to do 30 of these, and you could write them from scratch, or you could use AI, you could knock this out, number 1. Number 2, words. If you have a powerful word or a message, I know my girl Lucina is in the building, and she's all about her DIVAS, divas, right? If you have a word of the day, do 30 of these, 7-second videos. You got a word of the day for 30 days. Here's another one, today's message. If you want to share a message each day, literally, you have the opportunity to have a daily reminder, a daily word, and a daily message. Let me know if either all of these or one of these is speaking to you, number 1. Number 2, you'll see a lot of entrepreneurs on their Instagram, on their TikTok. They share messages on a daily basis for their unique target audience. This is to help you do that, number 1. Number 2, let me show you the full version. Those of you who are active Sister Sense Circle members in the monthly program, This one is the full version. Good morning, questions, how-tos, messages, tools and resources, words of the day, tweetables, friendly reminders, how to get started, 10 ways to fill in the blank. So there are 10 designs for 30 and 30, the full version, and there are 90 designs for the Real Easy Reels 30-day challenge. 90 designs? Yes, 90. So every day you basically get a document like this one, and there are 3 templates every single day as part of Real Easy Reels. So if you do all 30 days, after that you get basically 3 designs a day for 30 days. That's 90 designs for you to choose from. And as you'll notice, I've already looked for stock photos. You don't have to use the ones that I've looked for, though. Okay? You don't have to use these. You could use your own if you wanted to. Okay? So, for example, if you were to go to Elements, and I'm going to put in African woman smile. Now, I'm looking in Elements up here. Elements is going to show me a bunch of stuff. Photos, graphics, aha, videos. You can use the videos that are inside of Canva for your short videos. Or you can use videos on your phone. Anything that you have on your phone. Your vacation, you taking video of you and your kids, going to work, anything you want. So I'm going to click her. I'm not going to let go. I'm going to drag her, drop her in there, in the back. Now I've changed out the photo. Isn't she pretty? Now, I'm going to hit undo because I'm actually messing with the template right now. Okay? What if you try to drag and drop, but it's not your thing? Not everybody is a drag and drop kind of a girl. Okay? So let's say I use this one here. This is what you would call like a faceless video, because even though you see a little piece of her face, it's mostly just the body and her writing, right? So if I click on the 3 dots, I'm going to go replace background. Replace background. Now guess what? She's in the background as opposed to what was there before. Now, it's hard to see the text, right? Yes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the background, go to transparency, and make it darker. I've already made the transparency on a lot of these dark. And if you want, by the way, right now I set these to black. If you wanted to change that color to, let's say your favorite color is purple, you could. You could change the background color if you wanted to. And in this case, you see here, I love this because it says today's message, and then you see somebody writing in the back. So you don't have to use your own photos. If you don't have them, you could use these. And then, let's say I did this one. I'm like, okay, I like this one. This is page 3. I like this one. I go to share. I go to download. I want to make sure it's MP4 because you want the video, not PNG, not JPEG. You want an MP4. I don't want the whole thing. If I download all 5 pages, it's going to give me a video with all 5 of these pages. I don't want that. I just want page 3. Okay. So actually, I'm going to deselect all of them so nothing is checked. And I just want page 3, and I hit done, and then I hit download, and it would download that image for me. Now, if I click on this image, it is 10 seconds long. Some images are long. They're like 30 seconds. Some are short, like 5 seconds. When you drag and drop a video in, you can actually click on the time at the top and adjust how many seconds you want that video to be. Okay? Just a few little Canva video editing tips for those of you who may not be familiar with it. Now, like I said, I'm actually editing your template right now. So I'm going to hit undo a couple of times so I could go back to what I had it before. But I did want to show you how you can make this thing work for you. Is everybody clear so far? Do you have any questions? Feel free to let me know. It's 11:11. more thing. If you like, ooh, I like this. When I do this every day, I write original content. I think that for the last, what are we on, day 23, 24? One day, I was like, my brain is fried. So I went onto the AI and had the AI help me with content. But 9 times out of 10, I just write my messages myself or repurpose stuff that I already wrote. I'm going to show you how to use ChatGPT with this particular project. But, of course, if you have any questions for me, let me know. I love this. How do you change the color? Oh, I think I answered that already, but hopefully that makes sense to you. I'm glad that you like it. Like I said, this is 3 that you guys get today. The full 30 in 30 challenge, there are 10 designs in there. And the full Real Easy Reels challenge, you get 3 designs a day for 30 days. Whenever you sign up, that day it starts. And every day you get an email with a new template that you can use. Okay? And, of course, I do offer done-for-you services for my clients who are like, LaShonda, I love it, but I don't have the time to do this. Literally just putting your stuff in there. One of my clients, Dr. Doriana Alfred, she works with women who are pregnant, also women going through bereavement. And when she launched her YouTube channel and her social media content, I basically did, I think, maybe about 100 videos for her with her content, finding stock photos of beautiful pregnant Black women, women with babies and toddlers. So, yes, you can DIY it, but if you don't have the time or the interest and you need somebody to do that for you, check in with me and I can let you know what that would look like. Okay? So let's do 2 more things. And then, of course, I'll support you guys in answering any questions that you may have. And then we will wrap up for today. My battery is about to die on this phone. So if it does, my apologies. If it does, I'll just kind of log back in, just letting you know. I do have different done-for-you programs, like the 90-day program or the Get More Done services. And if you email me, I'll send you links to each if you'd like me to get it done for you. The big difference is Get More Done is you just saying, LaShonda, do this thing, and I do it, versus the Insider Circle, which is you getting a combination of things that I do for you, things that I show you how to do, as well as calls and access to the trainings that I do. So some of the ladies that right now are inside of the Insider Circle 12-month program. I do pretty much everything. Help you build websites, landing pages. I help you set up a whole bunch of stuff. If you did not have the opportunity to join up to the 12-month program in January, right now, for a limited time, you can join the 90-day program. So the 90-day program is holistic, and I do a lot of things in the 90-day program for you and with you, and or Get More Done, which is just you saying, here, I just need you to do some service things for me, and I work on those things for you, okay? Just to let you know both. But, of course, if you have any questions about that and want the direct links, feel free to check in with me, and I will share those. Okay, so for the templates that I gave you today for the 30 and 30 challenge, you could do a message a day, a word a day, a reminder a day, and switch it up, okay? Lots of different things that you can do. Either you write the original content or you can use something like ChatGPT. So I'm in ChatGPT. I'm going to prime the prompt. I'm going to say, I am an entrepreneur who mentors women entrepreneurs looking to create digital products, build websites, and make sense of making money online. I want to create 30 daily messages, no more than 15 words each, that I can post on Instagram for my followers. Give me 30 daily messages for women entrepreneurs that help them stay motivated, perform a simple money making or sales activity, offer different ways to make money selling digital products, or different smart ways to make a sale today online. So priming the prompt is you basically telling it what you want and who you are, who you're trying to serve, and there you go. Now, there are a lot of things that you can do. Like I said, original content for me, that's honestly what I've been doing. But one day I was exhausted, so I just kind of used the prompt, right? So let's see. It's pretty much done. Let's see what it's given me. I saw something that said digital product. Believe in your vision and work relentlessly. Success follows dedication. Okay? So that's cool. I could say, hey, I could post that as here's your message for today. And then I could say, how would I strategically sell on social with something like this? Believe in your vision and work relentlessly. Success follows dedication. I can say I've spent the last 23 days posting my short reels on TikTok and Instagram. I've officially hit 2,000 followers on TikTok. Yay, being consistent pays off. If you want to help with reels, go to sizzlesense.com/RERC30. Sign up for my 30-day Reels challenge. So I could use it as a motivational post, but also as an entry point to give myself, or either I can share an example of me or clients, what they're doing, and then say, hey, if you want to do this too, you can schedule a call with me, you can send me an email, or you can sign up to the very challenge that I've used to help me reach 2,000 followers on TikTok and keep going from that point, okay? So email marketing is gold. Send a value-packed email today. Really simple message. I could say, hey, right now, inside of my Sizzle Sense Circle community, we're working on creating paid newsletters. Do you have or do you want to create a simple subscription paid newsletter that you can monetize, right? Are you interested in learning more about email marketing? Click here. So that's, again, to show that these can be how-tos, these can be simple motivational messages, and you could just use them as is. But if you're strategic, you can also think about creating a call to action where you pair that message for the day with something that you've put together, okay? I'm going to do one more example. This isn't necessarily something that I teach. It's just something that I've been doing for years, so it's easy for me to either do it for clients, number one, or with clients. Like if we're sitting together 60 minutes, we're doing this, I can help you create your copy or whatever, like come up with ideas. But this is me just kind of showing you what I would do on the fly. Hey, Cynthia, if you're just coming on in here, write this down, 30IN30. So you can go to sizzlesense.com/30in30 and download the templates that we're using for today, okay? So create a digital product that solves a problem. Your audience will thank you. I love that. So here, I'm going to say this. I love number 2. Help me create a social media post for Instagram that talks more about this point. Also include a CTA, which is call to action, that explains if they would like to create better digital products, read my ebook on $7 solutions and download the digital product launch kit for full details. Comment ready. Okay, so here's the deal. Number one, not only can you use it to help you come up with individual topics for each day, then you could have it help you come up with the caption, which is the description you add to the video. Okay, so the video you upload it, then it's going to have a little box of a description. What do you say in the description? Create digital products that solve problems. In the digital world, providing value is key. Whether it's an ebook, course, or downloadable guide, your expertise can transform lives. Ready to take your digital product game to the next level? Comment ready for full details. Visual ideas. A picture of you working on your laptop, a snapshot of your ebook, a motivational quote. Now, it's even giving me ideas of visually what I could use in my post, in addition to giving me text to put into the post. So, for example, if I was to go over to Instagram, right, when I did, let's say this one, I did You Can Pick Two, right? I came up with this based on the things that I'm giving you as far as hooks. These are things that other entrepreneurs are successfully using. So I didn't just come up with stuff willy-nilly. I was using the prompts and hooks that are working, right? And so here I've got 33 comments, and it says, 10K every month, perfect credit score, flights anywhere. What do you deserve? Do you think these are attainable for you? Entrepreneurship has always appealed to me. If you're serious, stay ready, speak it, think it, write it. For my business besties looking for entrepreneurship courses and digital marketing, I've created a free mini course and resource for you. Stay ready, okay? Then I have my hashtags here. So point being, there's the video, number one. That's one thing. And then there's whatever you're going to put in your caption and your description, number two. Now, some platforms, most of these platforms do not allow you to put active links into the description. Facebook you can, Twitter you can, like you put a video and then put a link and it will be clickable. Instagram you cannot. Twitter, it's a violation. Put links in Twitter and you get a violation. Unless you have 1,000 members and you can put a link in your bio, cannot put any video links in Twitter. YouTube you can. You could put a description and you could put links in. You have to know the culture of each of these social media platforms because some allow you to put links in, others do not. Instagram does not allow you to put active links inside of your caption. However, if you were to use ManyChat, which is what I'm doing, I can say, hey, stay ready. Using direct messaging, automated emails, direct messaging. If you say ready on this post, I'm going to send you a private direct message with the link. I may not be able to create an active link inside of this description, but I can send you an active link via direct messaging, okay? That's a workaround for people on Instagram. TikTok is different. Instagram is different. YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Linktree. All of these platforms have their own regulations and guidelines. You have to be aware of it or pay somebody to do it for you, okay? Because even though I say here, comment ready, I can't do that on TikTok. I can't say comment ready. Number one, I can't integrate ManyChat with TikTok to do automated DMs. And number two, you can't solicit directly people clicking on links and things. It's against TikTok violations. YouTube, all day, every day, you could put 15,000 links in your YouTube description and you're fine. Well, let me not say that. They do have guidelines, but so long as you are creating valuable videos, you can put active HTTP links inside of your YouTube descriptions without it being a huge, or without it not being possible, because it is possible on that platform. Okay, so I'm about to wrap up. If you have any questions or comments for me, let me know that, number one. Number two, I've basically given you a set of templates you can use and showed you how you can use AI assistance, ChatGPT, to help you strategically create content. My goal was only to do 60 minutes today, but we did 90, and that's totally okay. If you can carve out some time either today or this week to keep working on your mid-year reset, that would be my agenda for you. Okay? Let me check the chat to see if you have any questions for me, and then we will wrap up our presentation for today. What about Threads? To my knowledge, you can put active links in Threads. I have. I just, to be honest with you, don't really use Threads that much. Threads is like Facebook's alternative to Twitter. But I believe you can put active links in there. I did do a training on doing automated DM messages in ManyChat last year. So it should be in the member archive. If you remind me, I'll try and find it to send you a direct link. But, yeah, we did a training on that last year. Many, M-A-N-Y chat, MANYCHAT.com. So you put in many, which is good, because sometimes I may say something and it sounds like something else, but it's many, MANYCHAT.com, which a lot of entrepreneurs are using to automate their direct message campaigns on Instagram. So thank you so much, so very much for joining us. The goal today was to help you with a quick mid-year reset rewind and talk about some of the things that we've been talking about this month in the circle. If you're in the SistaSense circle, you can just go over to SistaSense, log in, go to the SistaSense circle, and see pretty much everything that we do every month and be able to link and access the replays, right? Number one. Number two, if you're not in the SistaSense circle, feel free to go over to sistasense.com/circle to join us. I do, like I said, have several resources available to you. If you need hours for me to help you with your projects, let me know what kind of projects you need. I do offer Get More Done hours. If you would like to join my 90-day program, if you missed the opportunity to join the 12-month program, go over to sistasense.com/ICP90 for the Insider Circle 90 day. Okay? So it basically will give you at least 12 weeks of what we do for 12 months, getting a combination of DIY, done with you, done for you, and do-it-yourself solutions to support you when it comes to your business goals. Okay? So I'm excited. Definitely tag me as you guys create your amazing. And again, if you do want to do the full Real Easy Reels challenge, you can go over to sistasense.com/RERC30 to get all 30 days of that series. So, all right, y'all, enjoy the rest of your day. Anything else, email me, sistasense@gmail.com, and or send me a voice message. Till next time, take care. Mwah. Bye.